Folks were already calling Conan O'Brien TV's best-known unknown. A week ago, he was happily working as a comedy writer on The Simpsons. Now he's set to go under the microscope, replacing David Letterman as the new host of Late Night.
I was like eating a big sandwich, and they called me on the phone and said, I had this job. This is seriously true. And I'm thrilled. Yeah. I mean, it's something I've wanted to do all my life. I'm ecstatic.
And like right here tonight is like your first time on TV.
Well,
and you know,
yeah.
Dave Letterman is a legend here at NBC, and if there's anything that's fun to do, it's replacing legends at NBC. I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Conan O'Brien, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I was naive then.
And now?
That was a week ago. I've hardened a lot since then. I'm a different man now.
What's life been like since the 26th of April?
It has been an insane week. I'm now acquainted with every bad picture of me ever taken. They went into my past and literally got like awful pictures from the DMV, you know, and put them on in the newspapers and everywhere. It's just very strange. I'm not used to it. I mean,
they've been bugging your family too?
Yeah, they went to my house, which is everyone's nightmare, that they go to your house with a camera crew and you're not there and talk to your mom. So
your mom's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And Dad's a doctor and a professor?
No, they're talk show hosts, actually. They come from a long line of talk show hosts.
Understood.
Yeah, my dad's a doctor, my mom's a lawyer. And my mom's quotes have all been, I was reading the newspapers, and my mom's, they're just real mom quotes. They're things like, well, he's a very hardworking student, and he's a good boy, and I think it's lovely. And, you know, just what your mom would say. And I'm thinking, Mom, that's not going to help me with the frat crowd in the Midwest too much, you know. But, yeah, it was great. I mean, it's a dream come true for me. It's what I really want to do. I want to do a good show. But this whole thing has been incredible. It's just been, you know, walking down the street and people like shake my hand now and say, good luck with the show.
Oh, they recognize you already? Yeah,
already. You know, I think, I'm 6'4", and I've got orange hair, and, you know.
Not a lot of guys out there like that.
It's like walking around in a big bird costume, you know. I get recognized very easily. So people have been very nice. I mean, when I landed at JFK, I was just going to get my luggage, and like I say, I'm just not used to this. And I'm waiting to get my luggage, and a guy comes right up to me and says, hey, good luck with the show, Conan, and you've got a friend in New York. And I thought, oh, this is all right. This is nice, you know. People have been very nice about it. Very supportive.
I would imagine you're getting an awful lot of unsolicited advice. Who are you turning to when you have questions? I mean, for guidance, for counseling.
Oh, well, it's, you know, I'm getting a lot of it. Yeah, I haven't gotten too much advice. I mean, Lorne Michaels has given me, you know, good advice. And David Letterman was great. He was really nice. He called me, actually. And he offered me, you know, he offered to give me any advice, you know, and this is, I mean, that was just really classy. That was a really nice thing to do. And in general, you know, people have just said, be yourself, which I think is the best advice that I've gotten so far. It's just, you know, being myself is what got me this far, so yeah. I think I just have to do that.
Also, I understand what got you this far was an in-house test that you did.
Right.
What made it so special?
I don't know. I
mean, like when you did it,
yeah.
Did you say to yourself, yeah, I hit that? I mean, I had it. I knew I was on.
Yeah, I was really obnoxious for about an hour after the test. The test went well. I mean, I went out to the Tonight Show Tonight Show set, and you know, which, you know, it was neat. I'd never been there before. So it's, you know, it's where Leno does the show. It's where Carson did the show. You know, I'd always dreamed about standing behind that curtain and walking out and hitting the mark and doing a monologue and then sitting behind that desk. And so this was like a ride at Disneyland for me, you know? I mean, it was. This is what I, you know,
So you thought you were just doing it as a lark?
Yeah, I mean, I sort of went in thinking, I'd like to do this, and I think I can do this. And I think I was really aiming seriously at doing this job. But I didn't think it would go that well, and I didn't think I'd have that much fun. And I went out and did a monologue, and people laughed. And I thought, well, that was all right, you know? And then I went and I sat behind the desk and interviewed Mimi Rogers and Jason Alexander. And we had a lot of fun, you know? We laughed a lot, and I thought, you know, they pay people to do this. This is great, you know? This is fun. And I remember the only thing I did was when I looked at the tape afterwards, I thought, oh, that looks pretty good, you know? But I kept drinking from the mug a lot. You know, they have a mug at the desk, and it's got water in it. And that's the only thing, you know, I've got to get a handle on that.
If that's the worst thing you ever do, you'll be all right.
I had to leave at one point and go to the bathroom. Left Mimi Rogers in the lurch. But other than that, it seemed to go well. And afterwards, after the test, I thought, God, I'd love to do this. I hope I get to do this. And, I was surprised when they called me, but, In a personal sense, a career sense, how big a risk do you think you're taking? Do you think there's any downside? I think if I make a complete fool of myself.
Well, that's unlikely.
No, I don't think. I think for me, it's not. For NBC, it's a big risk. They've got this is a franchise for them, and this is a serious move for them. I'm honored that they're taking that risk with me. For me personally, my feeling is I think I can do this. I want to do a good job. I'm going to work like crazy. I don't think it's a big risk for me personally. I can be a crop duster if this doesn't work out. I can. There are other things I could do. I just, I think I just do the best job I can. What else can I do?
If you are nervous about the changeover, it doesn't show. You don't seem to be intimidated in the least. Are you churning up?
I'm on a lot of sedatives.
I was going to say, are you churning up inside?
Not really. No. Yeah, I'd be crazy if I wasn't a little nervous. I'm not going to, lie to people and say, oh no, this is talk show. Yeah, that's all right. I'll do that. No problem. All right, if you want. Let me just finish this phone call first. This is very intense, and a lot of people are putting a lot of faith in me. A lot of NBC people, and also I sort of feel like I have, a bit of responsibility to people my age. We don't get to do this kind of thing that often, so.
But you must also feel people are rooting for you.
Yeah, I really do. People have been terrific. I could not have asked for things to go better, and I think in general, I think I can do this, and I'm looking forward to doing it. And I think it'll be good. I really do. I think I'll do a good show.
We wish you well. Quick answer. How thick's your skin?
How thick?
Yeah.
About 7 centimeters. Not thick enough.
Conan, good luck to you.
Well, thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having me on the show.
You'll be back, I hope.
I hope.
We're going to come on back after a break. Kenneth Brown is next. First, we'll take a break. This is Today on NBC.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.